Hey Bear Creek leaders, it is Pastor Sam here with this week's update. We are at the end of January, getting ready to jump right into February, and it is going to be an incredible adventure. I know we've been talking about the last number of weeks, really the last number of months, about our First Things First initiative that really could do an incredible change to this church because we are putting Jesus first, not only in our lives, but in the agendas of our lives. And we don't want to do that not only individually, we want to do that in every age group across the church. So from preschool to kids to students and adults, everyone this next month will be learning about putting Jesus first. And we're going to do that in the way of generosity. Generosity of our time, generosity of our money, generosity of all of who we are. And kids are going to learn it through the way of kindness. And there are hundreds of ways for them to do that, if not thousands of ways. We're just going to give them about 100 ways to do that so that they can choose how they want to show their commitment to being generous through kindness. And we're going to do that with our theme, Gear Up. Now, what do I have here? This is our Word of the Week card, just one example of 4 Word of the Week cards that we have, and each week, they will get one of these to clip onto their BC Kids Carabiner of Kindness, along with a magnetic bookmark one week, and then a giving box another week to maybe help establish a tithe or an offering. It's one of those spiritual disciplines as a believer that we get to do. And we get to give back to the Lord so that He can bless us and bless others with that kindness. So those are just a few things that we're doing throughout the month. Each week, you in your lessons get a chance to share maybe stories of how God has been generous to you, how others have been generous to you, and how you now want to be generous to others through how God has put all of this together in Bear Creek Church, how He's going to use you. So how can He use them as kids? Well, we're going to give you plenty of opportunity to share with them how to do that. And then we're going to give them a chance at the end of the month to go ahead and commit somehow, some way for them to be generous through kindness. And we've got some examples coming up. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about that. And I hope you will be too. Just a few things I want to share with you today. And that is that I absolutely always love what you do. I love the fact that you love serving almost every week. Many of you serve every week, so thank you from the bottom of my heart that you do that. It tells me that you care so much about the relationship that you're building, and that you want it to grow, and you want to connect and help those kids. You want to be a part of their lives. And let me tell you, for those of you who don't serve every week, I'm eternally grateful for you as well. But I encourage you, be praying about the opportunity that you might be able to serve. God may give you the time to serve every week so that you too can dive more into the relationship that you've already built. I know some of you share classrooms and tag one another and that kind of a thing. So thank you all for working so well as a team together in whatever capacity you serve. We really, really appreciate and are grateful for you. A couple of things I want to share. First and foremost, thank you so much again for serving. But in regards to serving, I would encourage those of you who serve at either hour, but particularly our 9:30 hour, to arrive early. We have several families who arrive early. We have a number of volunteers and their families who arrive early. So for them to be able to drop off their kids at the right time so that we can open and get going on ministry is extremely important. So I'm going to ask you to please be at least 10 to 15 minutes ahead of the hour that you serve so that we can be ready to go. We would love to pray together before kids get there and just get our spiritual juices going and ask God to bless what He's doing. But we can't do that without you there. So please try to be there about 10 to 15 minutes ahead of time. That would help us so much. And thank you to those of you who already show up early and are ready to go. We really appreciate the effort. Also in preparation, it takes a few minutes out of your schedule anytime you choose to look over your lesson that you receive each week. you receive it through this thing called email. Yeah, we know it's old school, right? But we want you to be able to be prepared for each and every class. So check your email, read over your lesson, takes about 5 to 10 minutes, get familiar with it, and then you just jump into that classroom. You're ready to rock and roll. We love that, and the kids notice that you are ready to invest in them. Hey, thank you guys so much for taking these last 5 minutes and hanging out with me. I love y'all. I pray for y'all. I hope you know that I deeply care about each and every one of you and your families, and I'm so grateful to see many of you this past Sunday, not only on Sunday morning, but Sunday night at our Vision and Prayer conference. It was really cool, and it was great to see you. So this month is going to be awesome. Let's keep praying that God puts Jesus first in our lives, and that we just make Jesus first in our lives and in every part of our lives. I will see you Sunday.